I welcome you all. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all on the behalf of IMT College of Polytechnic, Greater Noida. It is a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome our guest, Dr. Vivek Rastogi. He is from Management Department. He has 17 years of experience. Has done BCom and MCom and PhD. I would like now, she has done, now I would like to give mic to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Dr. Vivek Rastogi. Rastogi, sir, over to you.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, our dignitaries of IMT College of Polytechnic. I am today very glad and give a big thanks to all of you to provide me a wonderful opportunity to express my views on presentation on feasibility study as a tool for entrepreneurial success. So, I am audible, sir? So,
Yes, sir.
Now the time is for the entrepreneurship. Every government has focused on, every government has see that what how we have to generate the opportunities as a business, job opportunities as an entrepreneurship. So as nowadays the unemployment situation is not good, so we are going to focus on entrepreneurship. So before starting the feasibility study, we should go for a little bit the entrepreneurship success and entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship and how entrepreneurship is important for everyone? Next slide, नहीं हो रही है. Yeah, so now, entrepreneurship opportunities in India. India is the fastest growing nation in the business opportunities. Ease of doing business based on the websites. More skilled manpower is available. India is very close to South Asia and the other countries for the business generation. India is as the seahold of the startup booms. We are world's first fastest growing startup ecosystem right now. So why we are focusing on entrepreneurship programs, why we are going for the entrepreneurship development? See, the number of opportunities in India is not so much and abroad is also. And so we are focusing on entrepreneurship program. Who are the entrepreneur? Who are the entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is that person who want to perform better as per the in comparison of that person who are doing the jobs. So some students will have the potential, some students will have the caliber, some students will have the money power, some students will have the technicality. So they, on the behalf of that, they will go for the entrepreneurship program. E-commerce in the past few years, it has been flagged barrier entrepreneurship in India, such as Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal, Zomato, Book My Show, and so on, becoming gained in the field of like as a boom. See, there are a lot of options are available. When you will go for the entrepreneurship program, you will sell your products through various portals. So we will go through these portals and business will go and run very smoothly when you want to list your product over there. Introduction of entrepreneurship. An entrepreneurship is a person who invests his own money to start up a business with a clear vision and search all the market tools to get the successful startup with all the market risk. See, there are the few qualities which every entrepreneur should in their profile. So our lesson is for the our students as well, that when they want to for the entrepreneurship program, they should have very clear vision. They should have very find out in which area they have the interest and in which area they want to perform. And the important thing is this market risk. Who would want to take the risk and they definitely perform and they definitely perform better. As well as they have to taking the power of initiative. Suppose you have the power of taking initiative, you will definitely success in your life. So there are the few qualities which every entrepreneur should have. So you will see in your profile that what qualities you have in your entrepreneurship program and entrepreneurship profile. The pioneer team is very much important when you will go for the any startup, when you will go for any new business. So what type of team required? You need that type of team who required for the work, who work for the passion, who work for their livelihood, who work for their lifestyle. So it depends on the matter of the team. So team is very important when you want to work with their startup system, with their programs. What are your selling points? What are your unique selling points? On the behalf of that, you will sell your product, your content, your vision, your passion, your motivation, your quality, your product, employee satisfaction. These all are the parameters. On the behalf of that, you will start your business, you will start your startup, and you will grow in a better way. The marketing strategy is also very much important, and the availability of the logistic supply chain management. These are the areas in which you will go for the expertise: marketing, operations, sales, supply chain management, logistics. See, whenever you will start your new business, you will go for the marketing, which type of marketing you required, how you sell your product, what are the requirements of your product, what are the markets in which you will sell your product. Operations, day-to-day needs, day-to-day activities, in which activities your product will be sold. Your sales, how your sale will be boost. Your supply chain management. Supply chain management is very important part, how your product will deliver to particular that customer. Your logistic is also important part for your product sale as well. Maximize efficiency, allocation of resources, how you will use your resources, recruitment process, cash flow, how cash you need, marketing tools, how type of marketing tools you required for your presentation, for your targets achieve. These are the parts. On the behalf of that, you will start your startup. I am just giving to you as a summary for that, what drives you required for particular establishment, what type of discipline you required for your firm, for your startup, what adaptability, technology adaptability is required for your profession, what authenticity is required for your profession. These are the parameters. On the behalf of that, you will start with your business. Blueprint for success. A good business plan is always acquired the best results by working on social skills, knowledge, motivation, risk taking, curiosity, creative, and most important, confidence, by putting all together for a successful entrepreneurship. See, whenever you will enter your any business, you should have these type of qualities. On the behalf of that, you will go for the success blueprint of your business. Market analysis, what type of market analysis is required? Sales strategy, what type of sales strategy you have? Your operations, your logistics, financial plannings and projects, what type of projects you required? Entrepreneurship traits, entrepreneurship versus decision making, entrepreneurship ethical and social responsibility, what are the social responsibility, what are the opportunities of entrepreneur in India and abroad, what are the advantages of entrepreneur. When you will select the line of entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur means you get to your own boss, you will be your own boss. To get the discover who they really are, you have to have passion, what you want to do, get to decide their own schedule, get paid what deserve you paid on the behalf of that. But to learn, you have to potential for learn, choose your own ideas, you should find out your own ideas. There are the few disadvantage: no guaranteed payback, must be patience with the process, cash flow, stress level during to high funding, requires a lot of capital when you will start your startup, no work flexibility. Few challenges which are faces by entrepreneur: hiring talent, cash flow, loneliness, marketing. See, now we are on the title feasibility study for an entrepreneurial programs. First point is, what is the purpose of feasibility study and what is feasibility study? The feasibility study is that is your business, when you are going to start your business, is your business is fill all the requirements of legal requirements, all the financial requirements, all the HR requirements, all the accounts requirements, how you will manage the manpower, how you will select the place, is your place supported to your business, is the business required for all the technical requirements. So these are the parameters. On the behalf of that, you will go for the feasibility test, feasibility start. So when you will start any business, when you will start for any entrepreneurship program, or any you want to be entrepreneur, so firstly you will go for the feasibility test. Feasibility test, it mean to say, feasibility study, it mean to say that you have to identify that what type of business you will be start, from where you have to purchase, from where you have to manufacture, and how you will have sell your product, and in which area, in which market you have to sell your product, who will your buyer, how you will get the credit your business, you how you will give the debit to your customers. So these all are the technical aspects. On the behalf of that, you will check your feasibility test. In short term, we will go for few points. On the behalf of that, you will check the feasibility test. One first is legal requirements. What are the legal requirements when you will start your business? Second is your manpower requirements, which type of training you required when you want to start your business. Suppose you have to start any technical business and you have not the manpower, you have not the person who are the technical particular that area. So how it is possible that you will start successfully and the business will run successfully? And the next part is economical requirement. What type of economical requirement you have when you will want to study or feasibility study? What type of marketing, what type of marketing needs, what type of marketing study you required when you want to launch any new product, when you want to go for any product? What type of financial requirements you have when you will go for the feasibility study, you want to start any your business? So these are the few points in which you will go for the study. I will tell you these points and elaborate in the next term. So on the behalf of that, you will aware that you want to start any new startup, you want to start run any new business. So on the behalf of that, without these feasibility study, you have to not go for particular start particular that business. Without these feasibility study, it it mean to say that you are working for without any plan, and you are aware about that without any plan no business will be success. So on the behalf of that, you will have to, either you are the student of polytechnic or engineering, you have to technical background, you have to non-technical background, which business you want to start, how you want to invest your money. Who is the entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is that person who have to start their business. They need the investors, they need the money for the investment. So without any proper planning and feasibility study, it is not possible that you have to start your work. I hope that you are getting the point that what is feasibility study. Feasibility study, it means to say these are the few essential parameters. On the behalf of that, you will check that these are the practical expectation, practical implementation in particular that business, or practical implementation is not possible. Suppose so you will have not start particular these business. So you go for particular requirements, what type of requirements you need, and you fulfill on that requirement, and then you will have to start this type of business. So when you will have to start, first of all the problem is this, what type of business you start. सबसे पहले अगर मैं आपसे बात करूं तो अगर आप कोई भी नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं, नई किसी विधा में जाना चाहते हैं, तो यू नीड टू प्रोडक्ट. What type of product? Either you will buy or sell your product, or you will launch your product, you will ready your product, you will start your product, you will manufacture your product. Which type of product? From where you have to got raw material, from where you have sold your product, how you have to identify the markets, from where you have generated the financial sources, how many manpower you required, where the material you will get, how much type of machines you get, what type of price you need to survey for that. Suppose you are going to launch any new product. So first of all, your role and responsibility is that you have to See what type of product is your requirement. Are you passionate for that product? Are you area of interest particular that product? What type of awareness you have product? Is the requirement of the society of that product? Is the need of the society of that product? So firstly, you should go for the product. What type of product you requirement and what type of product you manufacture on particular on the behalf of that. So first of all, you will find out the statement of problem. You have to identify the problem. Identify is the problem is that which type of business you want to start, which type of product you want to generate, which type of product you want to need, which type of product you want to manufacture. On the behalf of that, you have to work out on that कि मैं ये प्रोडक्ट रेडी करना चाहता हूँ, ये प्रोडक्ट रेडी करने के लिए मुझे यहाँ से रॉ मटेरियल परचेज करना पड़ेगा, उस रॉ मटेरियल की कॉस्टिंग इतनी आएगी, वो रॉ मटेरियल इस तरीके से आएगा, उसकी क्वालिटी इतनी होगी, इतनी क्वांटिटी में मुझे उसे परचेज करना है. So we have to survey of that. On the behalf of that, we have to identify that which type of product you required. So first of all, statement of problem. In statement of problem, whenever you will go for the feasibility test, these points you have to consider, these points you have to follow when you have to go for the feasibility study of any product. First, the point is statement of problem. In statement of problem, you will go for the problem, that which type of product you required, which type of product you want to purchase from anywhere. So this is the statement of problem, that you have to find out that what problems, major problem you are having. So you should write the statement of problem, identify the problem, begin your statement with your ideal situation. What are the ideal situation particular? You have to study regarding that which type of, what type of product you have to launch, which type of similar product are working in any area. Suppose आप कोई ऐसा प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करना चाह रहे हैं जो कि पर्टिकुलर उस एरिया में बहुत सारे सबसे उसके कॉम्पिटिटर अपना रोल प्ले करते हैं. अगर मैं पॉलिटेक्निक की बात करूं तो पॉलिटेक्निक में अगर मैं ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर की बात करूं तो बहुत सारे ऐसे ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर हैं जो ईवी के एरिया में आज काम कर रहे हैं. तो ईवी के एरिया में अगर हम बात करें तो बैटरीज की बात करें तो ऐसे कौन कौन से, मान लीजिए आप कोई बैटरी का बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाह रहे हैं या बैटरी में कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट करना चाह रहे हैं, तो आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि ऐसे कौन कौन से कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं आपके जो पर्टिकुलर बैटरी में डील करते हैं और उनकी बैटरी की जो बैटरी के जो वोल्ट है और किस टाइप के, हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल दे आर यूजिंग. तो अगर हम ईवी की बात करें तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल. ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ दैट they have to purchase their batteries, they have to purchase the raw material from which state where the raw material has been manufactured. तो वो हम रॉ मटेरियल परचेज करते हैं और रॉ मटेरियल परचेज करने के बाद उस बैटरी को हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं. बट बैटरी प्रिपेयर ऐसे नहीं कि आप रैंडमली बैटरी प्रिपेयर करने लगे. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट दैट हाउ मेनी कॉम्पिटिटर्स आर देयर एंड विच टाइप ऑफ facilities, which type of features they are providing in their automobile sector. So you have to go for particular that study. These are types of the things which is written in the statement of problem. The next point is describe current gaps. What type of current gaps, what the problem you have and what is the requirement of the society. Suppose you are working in software MS DOS and the requirement of Windows 14, so there is no use for DOS. So आपको you have to go for a study that what type of requirement of particular that study, what type of requirement particular that society. On the behalf of that, you will fulfill that type of requirement. What are the current gap? What are the gap which are really affected the human life? You are working for the human life. You are working for the betterment of the life. So it is your role and responsibility in feasibility study. You will go for the study that what type of requirement and what type of the current gap right now is going. On the behalf of that, you will try to fulfill that gap on your study, on your technicality, on your innovation, on your creativity, on your passion, on your provisions, on your export, on your import. So there are so many things which are available. On the behalf of that, you will fulfill that type of gap. The next point is state the consequences of the problem. You will find out what are the consequences of the problem. So you will go for that study. What are the consequences happening after going the study? Then propose addressing the problem. You need to work out the problem and you need to address the problem. That this type of problem you have to finalize on particular that interpretation. Firstly, you will go for the problem, and then you will find out what are the how you have to address your problem. So the next point is question arise, what is the purpose of the study? Purpose of the study is very important. So many students are doing Polytechnic. What is the purpose of doing Polytechnic? In which branch you want to do Polytechnic? In which specialization you want to go for Polytechnic? Is this your area of interest which are going to Polytechnic? Is this area of passionate? And what is the requirement of Polytechnic? Suppose you are talking about the mechanical branch. Is there so many requirement of mechanical branch? So everything is matter that when you will go for the study. In feasibility study, the next point is purpose of study. What is the purpose of the study? What product you want to select? How this product is survive in particular that market, where you have to find out the market, and in which in your product, how quantity you required and what quality you required particular that product. So you will go for the purpose of the study, which type of business you want to start. Firstly, you will go what is the purpose of the that business, what is the purpose of particular that area. On the behalf of that, you will prove that this is the really requirement of the society. Suppose I give the example that people will start to software of MS DOS. Is the requirement of MS DOS here? People are working for the window NT. People are going to manufacture, going to ready, yeah, going to start for window NT. Is the requirement of window NT right now? No. Is that time requirement of the latest software, latest technology, latest area, latest requirement of the society? So you should have workout on particular that. Without workout on particular that, it is not possible that you will be successful entrepreneur. So the next point is purpose of the study. Whenever you want to start any entrepreneurship business, yeah, your startup, you will go for purpose of study. What is the purpose of study? What are the purpose of the study, and what are the requirement of particular society? So the next point is need. Need is very important. When you want to go for the feasibility study, you should see what type of need having the society. So when you work for the upliftment of the society, definitely this business will grow, and this business will definitely help you to perform your potential in society in a better way. So you will find out that what is the need of the society and what type of need you will fulfill of your society. In few days ago, you all are observe that e-commerce business, e-business is growing very fast, and so many things are going very fast. The other option is EV. As I told you earlier, that the petrol fuel rate is going too much high, so people are moving from petrol to EV vehicles. So this is the need of the time. So you have to study for the need, that your product is really need for the study, your product is requirement for the study, for the society. So you will observe that. Before observing that, you should not start any business, you should not go for the entrepreneurship product selection. So you will go for the feasibility study, that the need is always important for the society. Which type of need, you will definitely perform that type of product. The next point is product differentiation. Differentiation is also very much important. What product is available in the market, what type of product is not available in the market. Before some time, I have go for the purchasing for new car, so I have visit the Nexon EV. So what I have find in Nexon EV, that they are the providing us EV option, but petrol option is not over there. So you have to observe that which type of product differentiation companies are providing for that, particularly related to the product. So when a person want to purchase Nexon EV, the amount is 16 lakh rupees average, and in 3 to 5 years, the EV battery, which is worth in 3 to 5 lakh, it has been replaced in every 3 to 5 years. Is this easy task? to change the battery, EV battery, in 3 to 5 years. And the next point is product differentiation. EV, Nexon EV are providing the EV facility, but there is no fuel option, no petrol option is over there. So you will see what are the requirements, what are the product differentiation which are available in the market. And in comparison for that, MG Hector is the next name of the cars which they are providing. The fuel option is also available for that. So we have to adopt that type of product which is beneficial for our society, and our product have few USPs. On the behalf of that, we have to prove that our product is different from the others. So in differentiation, as you are all are the students of Polytechnic, you have very good options related with the technicality. There are so many options are available for the technicality. You should work for the technicality, how you have to prove that your product is very strong in the comparison of market. So you have to work for that technicality, that you have to prove that कि सर हमारा ये जो features है उस हमारे इस product में ये features extra available है, so that your product is always going for the sale. Whenever you will select any product, you should always see what type of market requirements. Either any student, I told one important thing which is my personal experience, that students who are belonging from the engineering department, from any department, Polytechnic department, everyone should always focus, everyone should always aware about the marketing trends, what the marketing trends is going on. Suppose there are lot of options, Mahindra SUV 300, Mahindra SUV 700, there are lot of new features are available. So is this possible that people will purchase the old edition car when there are lot of new options are available? No, never. So when you will go for the product differentiation, you should always observe what your substitute products are providing the qualities, and you should always go for that TQM options also. Six Sigma, zero defect, green belt, red belt, blue belt. There are so many options are available. On the behalf of that, you will prove that your product is one of the good option. Why Honda cars are so many times are going, and Honda City is survival in that area, in the market? Because Japanese believe that quality matters, quality important, quality is the part of life. Quality, when you will provide the quality, you will definitely charge a lot of money from your consumers, from your customers. So always when you will go for any technical specification, you should always aware about that, what is the requirement of the market and how you have to satisfy your customers. So on the behalf of that, you will just prepare for go and prepare for that technicality expert as well. So the next point is where you have to start your startup, entrepreneurship, entrepreneur business. Where you have to start, place is very important part. Suppose we are starting the place in particular that area where the residential area is going on, and you will have to start any industry over there, factory over there. Is this possible? No. Is this not possible? So in feasibility study, you will also observe that which area is required, which area is supported to start your business. In this area, you have to start any educational institute, that is possible. But when you have to start any in educational institute in any residential area, that is not good. So product, place, material, price, that is another important factor when you have go for the feasibility study. Feasibility study, where you have to purchase the material, you will get the quotations from anywhere, from everywhere, and you will find out what type of quality you require. When you have to select your business, you have to go for any machine, which type of machine you required, what is the worth of that machine, and how you will get the funds from particular that machine. You will have to purchase by your own finance, own flows, or you will have to, there are a lot of options are available, which I will tell you in the next slide, that there are also so many options are available for the funding by the government. So when you will have to start any startup, there are a lot of options which will definitely help for the funding and for the finance purpose. So there are you will go through that options. I will tell you the next slide. And what is the price of your product? It will definitely important what type of price you prefer and what type of price you put when you will start your product. The next point is significance of your study. What type of study you required, what type of study you have to important, for whom. Suppose you are working for the water harvesting system, and is this important, and which type of person they have required the water harvesting. So which type of study is beneficial for which type of person, that is also important point. So significance of study, in significance of study you will go for the significance, what is the requirement of particular that study, and how after doing this study, is this study is beneficial for particular that area, particular that society. You should go for the feasibility study as well. Then you have to prepare for the research design. Which type of business you want to start, you will go for the design. You will need to research for that, and you will prepare and you will present the project reports as well. Methodology, which type of methodology you require to start your business, which type of methodology is your selling process. You will go for B2B business, you will go for B2 business to consumers, you will go for the online, you will go for the offline. Sources of data collection, from where you have to collect the data, that is important point. When you have to start for any business, you should aware that from where you will get the data. Data is very important, either you will go for any business. ਫਿਰ next is sampling size. What type of sample you will select to start your study? Is your business start for which type of quantity? Is this for big quantity? Is this for small quantity? Next is sampling techniques. What type of techniques you will use for your sampling? And on the behalf of that, you will have to interpret your results. Validity and reliability, is your product from where you have to purchase, is this validated product? Are they possible to reliable the products? Data analysis is very much important. On the behalf of that, you have to interpret the data, that you have to purchase this data from this place. Interpretation, on the behalf of that, after doing the feasibility study, you will go for the interpretation as well. Discussion on findings, when you go for findings that this type of business you want to start, so you will go for the after discussion with your team. You should not take whole the decisions by your whole and single person. You should go for the decisions this after discussion for the with the team. The next point is questionnaire. You should go for the questionnaire when you have to start any business, that this type of go for the survey. You will prepare the questionnaire and you will get the inputs from your users, from that product users. The next point is selling process. What type of selling process after preparing your product, you will from where you have to sell your product. Next is distribution system. What type of supply chain management you will use, distribution you will use when you have to start your business. The next is customers need. What type of customer need you required when you have to start the business. You will go for the which type of customers need require for particular that type of business. So these are the few points. On the behalf of that, you will go for the feasibility test. We will move on the next slide. There are the few types of barriers. Barriers mean to say these are the few points which you have to very strong observation. On the behalf of that, you will go and you will reach the outcomes. First, I will, due to lack of time, due to little of time, I will elaborate you very soon. These are the few types. On the behalf of that, you need to study when you will go for the successful entrepreneurship in your life. First, you should have always strong in legal points. Your points in which business you required, which type of license is this license you have available, you have taken, you have not taken. IPR, you go for IPR, which type of trademark you required, which type of patent you required, which type of copyrights you required. Is this pirated? Is this original? You should go for that. You should have very good legal aspects when you have to start your business. These type of barriers which we have to observe when anyone will start any business. manpower, from where you have to from where you have to take the manpower, which type of trainings required for manpower. Suppose you have to start any technical business, which type of training required, which type of tools required, which type of apps required, which type of software required, you should study for that. Economical, which type of economical requirement is also important, how your business will be economical. Next, financial, from where you have to generate the funds, either you have to sponsor by anyone or you have to invest it your own money. The next point is technological, which type of technological requirement is important, which type of technology you will use. You will use WhatsApp, you will use Telegram, and there are so many technologies are available. SAP, ERP, there are so many technology are available. On the behalf of that, you will acquire your clients very easily and focus for them, and you will achieve your targets as well. Next, competitors, which type of competitors are available in the markets, and you will go for the competitors and prove that your product is best from rest from the others. Next, markets, which type of markets are required to selling your product. Strategy, which type of strategy is required particular successful for the successful implementation of your business. Next, innovation. Innovation is very important part. You have to find out few amount for your innovation. Always do research and development, always find out what the new things is happening, and you have to implement your new things in your business as well. And the next part is goals, team, strategy, marketing. These are the few things on the behalf of that. You will have to improve your performance. See, there are the few legal barriers which you have normally any startup or entrepreneurs have to face. Lacking a solid operating agreements. When you have to start your business and you do not have any agreement, it is not good. You should go and very faithfully agreement with everything on the written basis. Next, failing to have contract set up to protect the startup. When you have to start your startup, you should go for the contract. You should aware that which type of contract is requirement of particular that business. Not knowing when to incorporate, you should not aware that from where you have to start. You should aware about that. You should have very good team. You should maintain, you should prepare very good team, and you should work on particular, you should find out the solution of that. Failing to understand tax consideration, when you are not aware that in which product which tax is implemented, so you have to falling in this area. So you should aware that what type of tax are required particular that area. Not maintaining proper HR documentation, when you have to hire any person and you have not go for the documentation, so what is happening? People will left in the midway, people will theft anything from your organization. What you will do when you have not good documentation? So you should work for the documentation. When you will do the right documentation, you will never fail for from your business. Not understanding intellectual property implementation, when you are going for that, you should aware about that. It is your logo, it is logo will go for the trademark registration. What type of copyrights you are using, is your product is using from anyone, you will provide the royalty to them. What type of patents you required, is your business organization is using the patent or any software is valid for everyone. So you should work, you should go for legal barriers, and you should work, you should find out the solutions of these things when you will see these legal problems or barriers. Next, manpower barriers. Lack of interest by management to invest money into HR policies and compliance. See, what it has been observed that in India, that human is very important assets for everyone, but most of the employers are observed that this part is not so much important in India. So the thing is this going, when you have to start any startup, you should go for that manpower is very important assets in any organization. Building never runs any business. The persons who are working over there, they run their business. So always pay attention to their employees over there. Absence of well document HR policies, जब आपकी organization में कोई well document HR policies होंगी ही नहीं, so you have how you have to tackle the personal problems, how you have to settle the HR problems. So you have to face a lot of problems which is definitely impact your business. A proper system to continuous performance feedback for employees and employer for the betterment of management. आपको निश्चित तौर पे इस पे ध्यान देना है. Lack of conscious efforts to build a organization culture. Whenever you will work, every employee has to pay 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours in their organization. So it is your role and responsibility of the employer. The organization culture should be very good so that their harmonious relationship will be everywhere in their organization. Unwillingness to identify employees' training needs. You have to identify the training needs of everyone. So on the behalf of that, you will go for the train to the employees. So they will perform better. See, whenever you will go for entrepreneurship program, entrepreneurship development, it is not easy to run the business in the solely. So you should go for particular teamwork. You should go for a good team. Next, economic barrier. There are so many economic barrier. Rate of inflation. What is the rate of inflation is going on? Recessionary period. Is this recessionary period is going on? Is this the right time to launching the product? Employment level. As you all are aware about that, there are not too much employment level right now. So which type of employment level right now and which type of employees you required and what is the salary you offer particular that employee and how they survive. Is there any benefits you will provide your employees? Interest rate, from where you have to borrow the money and how you have to start your business. So interest rates is very matters little bit. Fluctuation definitely impact your business. Cost of employees benefit. What are the costs you are invest for your employees benefits? Economical growth. What is your contribution to growth of your GDP? That is the also important point. Financial barriers. Maintaining a healthy cash flow. See, when you have to start your startup, it is not possible that the same day or 1 year it will start and it will generate the revenue to you. So you should have the potential amount to give the salaries to your employees, to day-to-day expenses bear for your employees. So it is your role and responsibility of every employer that they have to maintain a proper records particular that and proper amount for particular that area. So maintaining a healthy cash flow. Every time you should have healthy cash flow. Suppose you don't have healthy cash flow, it is not possible that your business will run very smoothly. Track of financial information. You should have to identify the financial information. Is the financial information is you are getting right and absolutely time. Time is also important when you have not got the time. See, when the petrol pump owners will purchase the petrol price, they will also see that the price is going fluctuate. So what is the right time to purchase particular that thing? Bringing in enough capital. Always आपके business में enough capital रहनी चाहिए. So the capital expenditure and the other things will happening very smoothly and people will not waste their time to arrange their funds. Handling payroll. Always you should aware about the payrolls, which type of salaries you required and what time your salary will pay to every employee. Paying tax is, it is your role and responsibility that you will pay all the tax on timely. What types of tax are imposed on your products as well. Competitors. The next point is carefully monitors your competitors' actions. When you have to start your business, you should aware that what type of competitors you have. Use all resources available. What type of resources are available? What are the challenges you are having? Stick with professional design. You will go for the professional design. Put your efforts into sales. You should always believe that on the behalf of sales, every business will run. So it is your role and responsibility that you should put your all efforts to increase your sales. The another important point is technological barrier. Technology is moving very fast right now. So you should always use the latest technology to acquire your clients, acquire your customers. On the behalf of that, you will get the right answers at the same way. There are a lot of softwares, there are a lot of applications are available. On the behalf of that, you will get the right and proper tracking of your customers. So the technological barriers right now, लैक ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, R&D करने की जरूरत है, टेक्नोलॉजीज जो जो लेटेस्ट है उसको यूज करने की जरूरत है, टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू आपको बिजनेस बढ़ाने की आवश्यकता है। वर्क एनवायरनमेंट, पीपल एटीट्यूड एंड इमोशनल स्टेट, टाइम जोन, ज्योग्राफी, किस ज्योग्राफी में आप लोग काम कर रहे हैं, डिस्ट्रक्शंस कौन कौन से हैं, अदर प्रायोरिटीज कौन कौन सी हैं, कौन सी कल्चर में आप लोग काम कर रहे हैं, कौन सी लैंग्वेज आपको रिक्वायर्ड है, सपोज यू आर यूजिंग द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी। इसका वन ऑफ द वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल फॉर दैट, आज से बहुत समय पहले आपने देखा होगा जब भी कोई नोटिस निकलता था तो पहले पियोन वो नोटिस लेके सब लोगों के पास जाता था और वो साइन करा के लाता था, तो वो कितना टाइम वेस्टिंग प्रोसेस था। बट राइट नाउ व्हाट्सएप हैज रिप्लेस द पियोन। आज के समय में व्हाट्सएप है, व्हाट्सएप पे आप कुछ भी टाइप कीजिए, सारे लोगों के पास आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन सेम पहुंच जाती है और आप उनको उनका रिस्पॉन्स भी ले लेते हैं। सेम विद दिस हैपनिंग इन ERP. ERP is one of the good software. On the behalf of that, you will have put your all efforts in particular that ERP. On the behalf of that, you will record of your customers, and on the behalf of that, you will find out that this person has been purchased this amount, this product from that day. So next generate sales कब होगी वो सब भी आप रिकॉर्ड रख सकते हैं। तो आपको whenever you will start the startup or any new business, you should see what type of machines, what type of technology is required, and from where you have to import, and from where you have to purchase. On the behalf of that, you have to start your business. Market barrier, there are the few market barriers. On the behalf of that, economic of scale, what is the economical of scale, what is product differentiation, what type of product differentiation, how you have to prove that your product is different from the others, capital requirement, which type of capital requirement, how much your paid up capital, how much your turn up capital, आपकी capital कितनी है, कितनी आप ऑथराइज कैपिटल है, आप कितनी कैपिटल का यूज करना चाहेंगे, कितनी कैपिटल आप उठा के रखना चाहेंगे, आपके फ्लोज, कैश फ्लो कितना है, फंड फ्लो कितना है, करंट लिक्विड एसेट्स कितनी है, लिक्विड आपको कैश कितना रखना है, स्विचिंग कॉस्ट, आप स्विच करना चाह रहे हैं इस मार्केट से उस मार्केट में, इस प्रोडक्ट से उस प्रोडक्ट में, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्विचिंग कॉस्ट, एक्सेस टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट यू आर अडॉप्टिंग। आज के समय में देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल। वन ऑफ द टू ऑफ द गुड ऑप्शंस आपने सुना ही होगा, ब्लू डर्ट और फेडेक्स। दीज आर द टू बिग ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हु आर वर्किंग फॉर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल्स। आप अपना कोई प्रोडक्ट अब्रॉड में भी भेज सकते हैं। आज के समय में कितनी अच्छी अच्छी सुविधाएं चल रही हैं। तो these are the good business. On the behalf of that, you will get the facilities from them and you have to deliver your product. Right now, the most important thing is time. If time is lost, everything is lost. So these organizations, these big distribution channels are working for that. Blue Dart, आप अगर Blue Dart से कोई भी प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर करवाते हैं, एक्चुअली मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा, आई हैव वर्क फ्रॉम लास्ट 10 years इन big organization in e-commerce business in Flipkart, Amazon, so many big organizations. So on where we have worked from the Blue Dart and FedEx. So उनका ये कमिटमेंट है, उनका ये वादा है अपने कस्टमर से कि जिस टाइम आप चाहेंगे, अगर उस टाइम नहीं मिला तो वो जो अमाउंट होगा दे हैव टू पे फॉर दैट। अगर ब्लू डार्ट से आपने कोई प्रोडक्ट ऑर्डर करा है और वो टाइमली नहीं पहुंचा आपके पास जिस टाइम पे उन्होंने शो करा है, और अगर वो उससे बाद में पहुंचता है तो वो प्रोडक्ट का जो अमाउंट है वो ब्लू डार्ट पे करेगा। और दिस विल हैपनिंग इन मोबाइल सेक्शन ऑल्सो, समटाइम्स इट विल बी हैपनिंग इन मोबाइल। So the refurbished mobile have options has been launched from the Blue Dart and FedEx. ये जो refurbished mobile का concept आया, refurbished mobile आया, used mobile, ये सारे मोबाइल वहीं से ही परचेज किए जाते हैं जब ब्लू डार्ट या फेडेक्स से कहा जाता है कि आप पर्टिकुलर उस टाइम में वहां पे डिलीवरी कीजिए, और अगर वो किसी वजह से डिलीवरी करने में फेल हो जाते हैं तो वो जो अमाउंट पे करना होता है वो ब्लू डार्ट और फेडेक्स पे करते हैं। और these are the big organization who are working for the distribution channel. The next point is government policy. What type of government policy which is implemented in particular that area? You should aware about that. Strategic barrier. Your work environment definitely matters. Suppose your work environment is good, you will definitely do well. Your work culture, your old bad habits. Suppose you have very bad habits, you should leave for that. You should go for the growth. Your attachments, your mindsets, what you want to prove, your world views, your attitude towards learning, what you want to do, and your attitude. Suppose one of the good writer written in their book, suppose you have एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स लर्निंग, डेफिनेटली देन यू ओनली लर्न, अदरवाइज आपको कोई नहीं सिखा सकता, आपको कोई लर्न नहीं करा सकता यदि आपके अंदर लर्निंग पोटेंशियल नहीं है। Innovation is always very important. Business innovation is when companies implemented new process, idea, services, product with the goal of boosting the bottom line. One of the good example is Lenskart.com. Lenskart.com is providing the home facility. When you will need to for your frame, for your specs, you will call to Lenskart. Lenskart person will visit in your home. They have the 3D software. On the behalf of that, you will see that which type of lens or which type of frame, after wearing your frame you will looks, so you will see. So there are so many things which are going to introduce innovation always matters. When the another option is there are so many e-commerce portals who are providing the using the artificial intelligence. On the behalf of that, you will get the rapidly answer. You will no need for the waiting for that. You will get the rapidly answer for your question. So innovation always required to successful any business. So there are a lot of options. On the behalf of that, you will go for the innovation and you will prove your product is best. See, there are the few solutions which are available for the major problems. The one of the major problems is legal issue. LLC, limited liability company. When you required for registration for any startup, you should go for LLC. Limited liability company, it means to say you have the limited liability. Man, suppose अगर आपका फ्यूचर में बिजनेस रन भी नहीं कर पाता है तो यू शुड हैव द लिमिटेड लायबिलिटी फॉर पर्टिकुलर दैट. Registered your business name, you should go for the registration for your business. You should go for the domain name. You should find out what is the right business name. Is the business name is already available in MCA, Department of Ministry Corporate Affairs side. अगर अवेलेबल है तो वो आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं मिलेगा. You should go for the new one. तो आपका बिजनेस नेम रजिस्टर्ड होना चाहिए. Tax ID number, apply for tax ID number. You should apply for TIN number, tax identity number. Define if you need a state tax ID number. You should go for that. Obtain business permit and license. Is the license is required for your business? Suppose license is required for your business, you should go and apply for the license. Protect your business with insurance. Always, whenever you will select the things, you should go for the B alternate. आपने ए अल्टरनेट ये कि आपने बिजनेस स्टार्ट करा, पर बी अल्टरनेट उसका ये है, यू शुड गो फॉर द इंश्योरेंस. ऑलवेज सेफ एंड सिक्योर योर बिजनेस. ओपन ए बिजनेस बैंक अकाउंट. डेफिनेटली ट्रांजैक्शन तभी पॉसिबल हो पाएंगी जब आप बिजनेस बैंक अकाउंट ओपन करेंगे. नेक्स्ट है सॉल्यूशन फॉर एचआर बैरियर्स. हमें ह्यूमन मैन पावर की रिक्वायरमेंट है, ट्रेन मैन पावर की रिक्वायरमेंट है. नॉर्मल मैन पावर हमारे काम नहीं करेगी, तो फ्रॉम वेयर वी हैव टू हायर द मैन पावर. तो मैन पावर के लिए आपको स्टाफिंग की जरूरत पड़ेगी. यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर द सेटिंग पॉलिसीज. compensation, what type of compensation you are offering. Benefits, what benefits you are offering. How much retention in your organization, what type of training you required. What are the employment laws. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आप कोई ऐसे बंदे को रख रहे हो जो कि लॉज के अगेंस्ट हो और वो माइनर बंदा हो, वो एलिजिबल ना हो उस जॉब के लिए. वर्कर प्रोटेक्शन, what type of protections you are providing for your employees. Whenever you will go for the startup, the main big issues is that hiring to employees, very important. See, in startup you are not providing so much facilities to your employees. When you will not provide the facilities to your employee, it is very difficult to hiring the person. बंदा आता है आपके यहाँ कहता है, अरे सर छोटा सा शॉप है, मैं आपके यहाँ जॉब क्यों करूँ. आप कोई सुविधा प्रोवाइड नहीं कर रहे, आप ऑफर लेटर नहीं दे रहे, आप अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर नहीं दे रहे, आप मुझे ये सब चीजें नहीं दे रहे, तो व्हाई आई हैव हायर्ड टू यू, मैं आपके यहाँ जॉब क्यों करूँ. So this is the very big challenge. This is the very big issue when you have to hire any person, when you have to go for the any startup or successful any issues, successful any HR startup. Next solution for financial barriers. Day before yesterday we have to visit the NSIC. NSIC has told us that there are the few schemes which are available in providing by the government. On the behalf of that, you will get the funds from there. प्रधानमंत्री एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम, ये आपको बिजनेस करने के लिए लोन प्रोवाइड करता है. मुद्रा लोन, यहाँ से आपको मुद्रा लोन, ये भी एक स्कीम है. ये स्कीम है जो सरकार के द्वारा चलाई जा रही है, यहाँ से भी आप लोन ले सकते हैं. स्टैंड अप इंडिया स्कीम, स्टैंड अप इंडिया स्कीम में भी आपको 10 लाख से 1 करोड़ तक का लोन मिल सकता है. स्टार्टअप इंडिया स्कीम ये भी आपको स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करने के लिए लोन्स प्रोवाइड करती है. सपोज you have to willpower and you don't have the capital and you don't have the funding, it is not big issue, but you should have the willpower. You should have willpower. You will prove that you are the best. There are a lot of options are available. There are a lot of investors are available. They have to invest their money and you should start your startup. Solution for the technological barrier. Yes, sir.
Sir, time is already running. So sorry to interrupt you, but time is already running, sir.
Yes, sir. Just 1 minute. I am going to summarize that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Time over. Ma'am, time over. Solution of technological barriers, offering training and development opportunities to employees to help them tackle technological difficulties while communicating, adopt new improved digital communication channels like Zoom and other streamlined interactions, engagement, and collaboration. See, there are a lot of technological errors which you are facing when you have to going for the startup. So you should find out and use the latest technology. On the behalf of that, you will be definitely successful entrepreneur in your future as well. These are the conclusion on that. Entrepreneurship can be entrepreneur. Anyone will, in 2 lines, anyone will be entrepreneur. Suppose you have to very good willpower for any program. So you should go for that. You should have passionate. You should have positive energy. You should have perseverance. You should have performance. You are ready to perform. You should have patriotic. You should work for that, but it is not against to your country. You should generate the product, but it is not against your country, against regulation of your country. When you have all these qualities, you will definitely the big entrepreneur in future. My all the wishes to all of you, and thank you once again for the giving me wonderful opportunity. And this is my mail ID. Suppose you have any questions due to unavailability of time, you will send to me on particular these email ID. I will try my best and give the all the solution. And suppose you have any idea regarding any startup, you should meet to me as well, and with permission of your department and sir, I will try my best to give the best solution to all of you. Thank you, sir. Over to sir Ravinder sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your enlightening speech. I appreciate your lecture. I felt you directly speaking to me. I hope everyone enjoy the lecture, and if they take care of these points, they must be benefited. Okay. Now we are already running time, so I would like to call our dean, Dr. Suresh Prasad sir, for vote of thanks. Suresh sir. Hello, Suresh sir. I think some.
Okay. हमारा आवाज आ रहा है?
Yes, sir. I can listen.
Okay. Now I am here for vote of thanks for the session. This was really a wonderful session on the topic feasibility study as a tool for entrepreneurship success. I am thankful to Dr. Vipek Rastogi sir, Associate Professor, MBA Department in College. I am thankful to sir on behalf of IMT College of Polytechnic. I am thankful to Director sir for supporting the session. I am thankful to Dean Academic also, and I am thankful to the faculties members and students who has listened this recently. Sir has covered not only feasibility as well as some barriers which is faced when you are starting a new business or entrepreneurship. So I am thankful to the sir for giving the valuable time for the IMT College of Polytechnic. I am thankful again from my side and also from the IMT College of Polytechnic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.